Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Set up. It's a first down play. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Running past the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Diggs. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, TCU. Some of the crowd hasn't even settled in. We got points on the board. Buckle up, Kirk.
I mean, this is amazing. This is exactly how you envision it, with the long layoff, the hype, the pressure, all the interviews you've done, and to be able to start off with an opening drive and a touchdown, couldn't have scripted it any better.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. They go with a direct snap. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the receivers got it. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
And it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And the TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the TCU offense takes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The offense now operating in empty. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, TCU 7, Nebraska 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a 4th down call.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the first down, but he gave him a shot. I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Handoff to the right side. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They're going to run it. Fighting off the defender. Finding space at the 20. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
Off the play fake on first down. Going for a big play downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Wolfhogs offense takes the field now. Remember last time, they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Back's got it again. Gets some space around the 30. An explosive play. They finally grab him, but the ball moves inside the 25.
Well, Chris, that's a combination of really good blocking and outstanding patience by the back. He waited and used his vision and patience to allow that play to open up and then accelerated through the hole to give him that huge gain.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pass is caught on a comeback route. Makes the catch at the 10-yard line. Offense threatening now.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Coming up, second down and goal. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gets into space at the 50. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And now the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. TCU offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Trying to extend the play. Using his legs here. The defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. The offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And looking to throw now on first down. Tries to get it to the running back. Looking right. This one caught. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Close to the tight end. Oh, that one's picked off.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football where it was headed. Secondary coach has got to be proud.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick this away to start the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Breaking free at midfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the TCU offense takes the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
A pass on first down. Complete towards the sideline. A pickup of 8. Bring it up.
Second down after that previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Touchdown, TCU. And they go in front here in the second half. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receivers' jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Cut quickly. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. At the 20. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
The 18 is good, so it's 35-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Receiver makes the catch. And that picks up a first down, spotted at the 39.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offense coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. The Huskers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Well, it took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field after the review. The play will stand. The extra point is good. Cuts it to a 7-point game, 35-28. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The back's got it on a counter. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. They make the stop just short of the mark, where it's getting 4th down and inches.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. He shreds the tackle. And the Horned Frogs are on the move here.
Man, I can't believe they're going for it on 4th down deep in their own territory like this. Usually, you might see this late in the game, but early, really risky decision, but it pays off.
And the Horned Frogs have 1st and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back in motion now. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime. Yards on 1st down. That's a win.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaking free at the 35. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. This offense really clicking.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score TCU 42, Nebraska 28.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Keeping it on the ground here. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Snags a quick throw. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
First down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion with the tight end. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. And the Huskers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Cornhuskers are in the red zone now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Catch made on the out route. Tackle at the 8 after the completion. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Nebraska. That was an enormous touchdown. They're still behind, but it's a one-possession game, national championship on the line.
Yeah, the offense did their job to make this thing interesting. Now their opponent. What will their opponent do? Are they going to try to kill clock? Are they going to just try to run the football? Are they going to get aggressive and throw and try to score themselves? Still, a lot can happen here in these closing minutes.
Automatic on the BAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Brings up second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. And the Horned Frogs churn out another first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Not much on that play, brought down short. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 6th play of the drive coming up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looking to scramble now. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And the Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The backs got it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And they'll take a knee. Time remaining